Hi everyone, I'm JD Hoovener and welcome to the Bold Today Show, where you, the inventor, entrepreneur, or business owner, get your daily dose of inspiration so you can make the world a better place. Hey, happy Monday everybody, and we're in a really fun time of year. This is only going to happen once every 4 years, just like the Olympics. This is the FIFA World Cup. And if any of you are soccer fans, I'm sure you knew about this coming up. But maybe some of you didn't even know this was happening. The World Cup is soccer, or as the rest of the world calls it, football. And this is where you kick a round ball from one goal to the other. It's a huge grass field, almost always done outside, but there certainly is arena sports, at least here in the US, so you can play inside. So in commemoration of the World Cup happening, we're going to have a two-week-long series covering different types of patents and IP around the World Cup. And this first week, we're going to tackle some really fun projects and ideas all around the soccer ball and looking at the evolution of that soccer ball and where we've come from, pre Chinese history all the way through to today's current innovations, and how the soccer ball itself is actually quite innovative when you look at it at the detailed level. So let's start with where we started, way back, and it was indeed the ancient Chinese, as far back as 250 BC. In the Qin and Han dynasties is when the history sort of goes back. And a lot of this is coming from a source I found called soccerballworld.com. Have a look at it. It lays out the whole history here for you. What's interesting was that at this time it was actually not an inflated rubber. This was animal skin, and I think what they had said they use is either bear or whatever the animal is, the skin of that animal filled with air or just filled with whatever material they could find was kicked between two posts, and there was a net on the outside. So it's the earliest the earliest point in history we can go back and find that, this is sort of the dawn of soccer. And so it's interesting to think about that this existed way back when. A little more recently, in medieval times, there was this is sort of legend that there's these opposing cities, and one way they would sort of taunt and tease one another to sort of have a competitive edge is they would kick a skull. I know it's a little heavy, from one town square to the next, and then it would be on that next city to kick it back to the first city. So kind of gruesome, but in a way still a sort of a sport in the essence of fun. Really the only way they can get a round object to be able to play this sort of thing with. It wasn't until the mid-1800s that we're going to talk about the very first true invention of the soccer ball as we know it. So really it was quite gruesome, as we've just talked about, talking about animal skins, and they used pig bladders to kick these objects around for fun. So anyway, that's sort of the beginning of soccer. Hope some of you have enjoyed some of these examples and had some fun with this. We're going to have fun this week talking about soccer. I'm your host, JD Hoovener of the Bold Today Show. If this has been kind of a fun lesson for you, and you get inspired to think out of the box, and looking back at the history of inventions, please forward this to someone that you might know. Get them included in the series. I'd love to hear some comments and feedback if anybody's out there really enjoying soccer, want to cheer on their favorite team. It'd be fun to get your participation in that. Again, I'm your host, JD Hoovener of the Bold Today Show. Have a great day, everyone. Go big, go bold.